We begin in the United States. The White House is planning to send weapon systems worth billions of dollars to Ukraine before President Joe Biden leaves office in January of next year. In fact, the Democrats are in conversations with the Republicans to ensure that military aid to Kyiv is not completely halted once Donald Trump returns to office.
And we talked, and we've been hearing us to kind of announce aid to Ukraine over the past several weeks, if not months, and so that's not going to change. We're going to surge and get that out there to Ukraine. We understand how important it is to make sure they have what they need, and so that hasn't changed.
Meanwhile, reports have emerged that billionaire Elon Musk joined the call between President-elect Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky earlier this week. The Ukrainian leader had called the Republican to congratulate him on winning the election, when Donald Trump reportedly put the call on speaker and requested Elon Musk to participate. Now, Musk's inclusion on the call raises questions as to what role the billionaire will play in the Trump administration. Currently, Elon Musk's SpaceX is providing internet services across Ukraine, including the front lines, using the Starlink satellites. However, relations between Musk and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky soured when Kyiv was unable to pay for Starlink's internet, prompting the Pentagon to step in and pay the bill. Starlink services have provided Ukrainian troops the opportunity to get real-time updates from the trenches and stay connected to their families while being on the front lines. NATO allies are concerned that with Donald Trump returning to the White House, American aid to Kyiv will be put on hold, giving Russia a major advantage in its war on Ukraine. And adding fuel to the speculation is Donald Trump's biggest fan in Europe, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban.
The Americans will quit this war. First of all, they will not encourage the war. They will not say that war is a good thing. People say many things about Donald Trump, even those who do not like him. But nobody doubts one thing, which is that he will not start a war. Europe cannot finance this war alone. There are some who still want it, who still want to continue sending enormous amounts of money into this lost war. But the number of those who remain silent, though they were loud before, and those who cautiously voice that we should adjust to the new situation is growing.
Meanwhile, NATO allies say they are more united than ever and are not worried about Donald Trump returning to the Oval Office.
Well, I've just come from a meeting with President Zelensky, and that's my sixth time of meeting him since I've been Prime Minister, sixth time I've had to sit down with him and discuss the situation. It was an opportunity for me to repeat and affirm our ironclad support of Ukraine. And the broader point here in Hungary at this meeting has been that this isn't just about the sovereignty of Ukraine, although of course it is about that. It's also about our freedom, our democracy and our values. And that's why it was very important for me today to have that further conversation with President Zelensky and reiterate just how ironclad the UK support is for Ukraine.
The future of Ukraine remains a serious question as the war moves into its third year. And if NATO fails to put up a united front because of political differences, it could just hand Vladimir Putin a major victory and a greater foothold in Europe.